Hi there, I'm Christine Dunbar from speechmodification.com, and this is my Smart American Accent training. In this video, we'll talk about how to pronounce remunerate and remuneration. We'll talk about what these words mean, how to use them fluently and confidently in your speech. So first of all, remunerate is a verb, and it means to pay an equivalent to for a fee, a service, or a loss. So for example, I might say, we will remunerate you for services rendered, or we can remunerate your loss. So it's sort of a compensation, not a direct payment, but a payment to compensate for, or an equivalency for a loss or a service. The pronunciation, it's stressed on the second syllable mun, and this is an example of a letter U that says two sounds. So sometimes letter U just says oo, or another vowel sound, and sometimes it says U, like in you and I. Because the U vowel and the Y glide come after the M sound, you might want to try practicing U, mu, in order to be able to say this sound. It's just like in the word music, for example, or museum. We have the same pattern of mu saying the M and the Y glide. Then because we have the stress on that second syllable mu, that means that the first syllable, letters RE, are not going to say a clear vowel, but rather the reduced I sound. So rather than remunerate, we have remunerate. One way to get this rhythm and vowel sounds correct is to start on the stress syllable. That would sound like saying remunerate. That can really help you not put too much emphasis or a clear vowel in the first syllable. And then same thing, we have another reduced sound here in the schwa, remunerate. You can kind of think about it also as remunerate. This R just has to connect between the schwa syllable and the ate syllable. So even though we have the clear vowel in the ATE at the end, remunerate, we don't want to stress on it. Oftentimes I hear people make pronunciation errors where they might say remunerate because they can hear that that A has a clear vowel, then they give that last syllable too much length and stress. Even though it has the ate, we want to keep it short. Remunerate, urate. So it still has that A diphthong, but it's short in duration. Similarly, we have, for example, the word donate and donation. They are going to follow the same pattern as remunerate and remuneration. First syllable stress on do, and then ate is short. We'll talk about donation in a moment. So when we move to the noun, remuneration, this was typically refers to what was remunerated, the money or the equivalent that was paid. We still keep the r and mu syllables, but we're no longer stressing on the second syllable mu. We move to the stress on the second to last syllable. So words that end in shun, ation, ishan, etc. are always stressed on the syllable that comes before the final syllable, shun. This is one of the patterns that you can count on for pronunciation in American English. If you see tion at the end of a word, you know to stress the syllable before it. So here we do have that clear A, and it's also stressed. Ration, remuneration. Same thing in donation, ation, donation. So you can see the pattern that if we're talking about the noun, we often will be stressing on the first syllable, like donate. Here it's the second syllable, remunerate. But when we have the ation ending, donation, remuneration, we're stressing on that A. So we just have to watch out that when we have ATE at the end, it doesn't necessarily get stressed. Often it's not stressed. Same syllable stress pattern can help you here. If you start on ation or ration, remuneration, that can help you get the rhythm. For a long word like this, I also suggest just going slowly, syllable by syllable, and then building up speed as you go. That would sound like remuneration, remuneration, remuneration. Once you can say remunerate and remuneration, I'm still working on that one, by themselves, do try practicing them in some short phrases so they come out smoothly and confidently when you need to use them. As you can see, even for me, this is not a word that I use very frequently, so I need to slow down and pay attention to the syllables, the order of the sounds, and the syllable stress in order to be able to say them correctly. Thanks so much for watching this video. For your comments and suggestions, if you have a word you'd like to see me cover in the Word of the Day series, feel free to leave that here in the comments. I'll add it to my list to cover in a future video, or I'll send you to a link if I've already covered it here on the channel. I'll be back again tomorrow with another Word of the Day, and Saturday we'll have our live question and answer class. I hope to see you there. If you need more help for the sounds of the English, the sounds in these words or other words, check out our Sounds of English course on speechmodification.com. It's going to break down all the different sounds for you, show you what words they're in, how to pronounce and spell them. It's a great resource to build a strong foundation to pronounce any word you like confidently and easily in American English. Check it out on our website, speechmodification.com. Looking forward to seeing you in our next class. I'm Christine Dunbar from speechmodification.com. Remember, if you want to sound like a native speaker, you can do it. speechmodification.com. Bye, everyone. Hope to see you again soon.